Welcome back to my channel, Woman on a Journey. If you are new here, my name is Emily and I am a second-year homeschooling mom. And on this channel, I talk about all things motherhood, living a healthy lifestyle, homeschool, and faith. So if any of those things interest you, be sure to hit that subscribe button below and click that little bell on the side so that you get notifications for whenever I post new videos. You can also check me out on Instagram at A Woman on a Journey blog. So today's video is pretty special because it is the first time that I am hosting my own collaboration. And so I've connected with quite a few moms here on YouTube, and it's just been an amazing support system and just really great to kind of follow each other on this journey and really just getting to know each other better. And so I've reached out to quite a few of my YouTube mom friends, and we are all going to be sharing with you our either morning basket or afternoon basket or quiet time basket. And so we know that everything looks different in everyone else's home, and your homeschool schedule looks different, your day-to-day, everything. And so I figured, you know what? Let's all share how we go about morning basket or whatever it is that we do to kind of have that moment together with our children in sharing or in kind of getting them to, when we need quiet time, kind of having a basket that they can go to with things that they can do quietly. And so that's what we're going to be sharing with you. So when you're done watching this video, be sure to check out the playlist that I'm going to link down in the description below, and you'll be able to check out everyone else's videos. So this is our morning time / quiet time basket. And last year we did not do a morning basket. It was my first year homeschooling. I felt like I really wanted to do all the things, and everything just seemed so cool, so amazing, and it just wasn't for me at that time, the season I was in, and just adapting to homeschooling and just me and my son adjusting. And so we did do certain morning routines that we had part of our school day, but not necessarily a basket. Now, I did have this basket filled with some independent things for my son to do, and so that's kind of how I treated it, but I didn't make it something where he had to do it every day or anything like that. It was just kind of like, mom needs some time and he's kind of tired playing with his toys, so here's this basket, go find something in here to do independently. And so that's how I kind of did it. He is an only child, so if it's not his toys or the TV, it's me. And so it's really me all day long. And so yeah, sometimes I needed that time to just break away, and his toys were not entertaining him. He already exceeded his time limit for TV, and so it's so easy for me to be like, you know what, just put the TV back on so I can have a break. But I incorporated this to kind of help with that. And so I'm going to be sharing with you everything that we have in here. So the first thing I'm going to be sharing with you guys is something that we did do last year, and I did change it up a little bit, and I'll explain along the way. I ended up just creating this front cover on Canva, and then inside, this is what my son will be doing when he's done getting his routine together in the morning, getting dressed, brushing his teeth, the whole nine. And so he'll come, he'll sit down, he'll do this. And this is a days of the week. And I bought this on Etsy, and I thought it was really cute. It was a morning time bundle. I'll link it down below, but I only used 2 pages of the 3, and I'll explain why. So you have yesterday was, today is, and tomorrow will be. And so I really like this because my son does get confused sometimes, though he knows all the days of the week. If today is Wednesday, he'll know that tomorrow's Thursday, but then he'll have to really think about what yesterday was. And so I want him to get used to it so that he doesn't get confused or have to think for a long period of time, so that he can start getting into the habit of just remembering quickly what the day prior was. So the next page, this is the month calendar, and so he can put the month here, and you have the whole calendar here. So the next portion, this is from Treehouse Schoolhouse, and I did have something similar to this last year, but she did update it, and so I really like the way she updated it. I like that she included the moon phase in here that wasn't in here last year. We actually studied the solar system this year, and so I kind of like re-emphasizing certain things that we did learn the previous year. I can always check online and see what the moon phase is for that day. But you can see the temperature, the season, and the wind. And so basically they would just circle whatever it is that day. This part is new. This is today's temperature, and so you can put the high, the low, and what you should wear for that day. So I really like that. I think it's a really cute thing to have. So I ended up purchasing brand new this part and this part. It came together. She has different options that you can purchase the whole bundle. You can purchase parts of it. And so I'll leave her link down below so you can check out her shop online. The other thing that we did last year, and I slacked off towards the end of the year, is we were going over the months of the year in English and Spanish. And we were also going over the days of the week in English and Spanish. Now, I created both of these and laminated it. And so it was just something that we just kind of went through, 1-2 minutes, and then we moved on. We didn't spend too much time on it. Now, going into what I have included in the basket, like I said, it's a mixture of morning time and quiet time. So some of the stuff in here is going to be curriculum, and the other part of it is going to be just things that he can do himself. So I did do a video of our Bible curriculum, or how we're going to be doing Bible this year. And so I did share that we are going to be using More Than Words from Master Books. I had bought this last year and it wasn't a good fit for us. My son just wasn't ready for the copy work. If you're interested in just learning more about this book, then you can go ahead and check out that video and everything that we're going to be using for Bible. Now, we are going to be doing the Bible curriculum anywhere from 3 to 4 days a week. And then the days that we are not doing More Than Words, we are going to be working through Training Hearts and Teaching Minds. And I had heard about this book for a while, but I have been wanting to get into it. And so we are definitely going to be starting this and just implementing this at the beginning of our day. It's basically teaching the shorter catechism, and I've just this year become familiar with catechism. And so it basically talks about, understanding who God is. And so, what is creation? Who is God? Who created me? What does the Bible teach us? Things like that. So I really like that, and I really want to just implement more of this in our home. So I'm excited to dive into this. I do want to talk more about the character of God, and I got this from the Daily Grace Code. Again, this is in my Bible curriculum video, so if you're interested. The other thing that I have here, we're going to be working on manners and character building during the year. Again, a lot of this is not going to be every day. Some things might just be Tuesday, Friday kind of thing. Fridays are going to be more our relaxed days, and that is where we are not going to necessarily do core curriculum that day. That's what I'm looking to hopefully do, and we can work on other things, like whether it's science or history or art or music, things like that. And so included would be like character building. But so I have these cards from September & Co, and I love them. And basically they talk about attentiveness, cheerfulness, helpfulness, honesty, diligence, obedience, gratefulness, kindness, love, patience, respect, and self-control. And so I really like this. I love that it explains what that exactly means, how your child can implement that characteristic, and also the scripture that goes along with it. And so we'll probably just do one every 2 weeks and see how it goes from there. I also have the manners cards coming in from September & Co, but I'll show you a picture of what it looks like right here. And that is what we're going to be using as well. We also have from September & Co. Character Matters cards, and these are the Bible ones. I think they have one that says Home, Bible, and World. And so these are really nice. They're just on this little ring here, and you can focus on different character traits such as compassion, diligence, faithfulness, forgiveness, gentleness, honesty, hope, patience, peace, meekness, obedience, wisdom, worship. There's so many. So basically, it's similar to the character trait cards where you would talk about what that character trait is, how you can do that. So for this one, it says compassion. It says beware of others' hurts. Take time to help people, be a good listener, and be kind to all types of people. And then it shares 1 John 3:17, the scripture. And so I really like, and then it gives a definition of what compassion is and what the opposite of compassion is. So I think that this is really cute and something that we can go over from time to time and just practice on building character and showing the right attitude. Now, if my son is up earlier than expected and I haven't made breakfast yet, or we're not ready to start school yet, and he has done his morning folder and everything, I will have him sit down and read, or he can color. And so the books that I have for him are going to be on rotation. And so right now I have him doing Dash into Learning. I love these books, and I'll do a separate video on these books, but basically these are his beginner readers, and I absolutely love them. I think the way it's laid out, the pictures, it basically is its own phonics curriculum, but we used All About Reading this past year, and so it was a great addition to the things that he was learning there. So I will have this inside his morning basket, and then this is the book from All About Reading, and so he can choose whichever one he wants to do. Take about 10 minutes to read, and then we can get ready. He can also, this is also here for his quiet time, so if he didn't get to do it in the morning, then later on in the afternoon when we have downtime, that is what he's going to be doing. He's going to have that time to read alone. We will read during his language arts time, but this is for him to practice on his own time. We also have the book that we are going to be working on, which is The Secret of the Hidden Scrolls. We started this already, and we love this. I shared all about my read aloud choices for this year, and so I'll link those down in the description below if you're interested in those. And so I just have that in here so I can just grab it real quick. So the next thing I have here are these GeoStix. I found out about this through Katie and Life in the Mundane. They're just basically these sticks that, this is basically a good STEM activity. And so there's these different pictures that your child can build using these sticks, and they connect to each other. And so my son really likes this, and so that's why I put it in this basket, so that when he's like, I'm bored, I don't know what to do, go in your basket, go do your GeoStix. And so yeah, so this is definitely a great activity to keep your little one busy. And this is starts at ages 3 and up. So if you have smaller ones, this is a great activity for them to do if they have with their older siblings or on their own. And then the other things that we have that he can do on his own are the Explode the Code. Love, love, love Explode the Code. So he can do this on his own. He never really needs my help. Probably sometimes to just ask me a question, but then he's off doing it on his own. The next thing is I got this first book of money, counting coins. And so we've touched a little bit on counting money last year, and we're going to go more in depth this year. And so I want him to just have this. If he wants to just practice, then he can go do that on his own as well. The other thing that we'll be working on, some days, not every day, will be critical thinking. Some of this he can do on his own. Some of it I have to actually explain. So I have the Critical Thinking Skills by Evan Moore and Building Thinking Skills by the Critical Thinking Co. And so I really like these books. I think that they're simple, great activities to just have your child do. Some of it you might have to actually, depending on your child's reading level, you might actually have to read it to them or do it with them. But for the most part, I think that this is great. So we'll either do this in the mornings or on some days, or we'll end up put it off to the afternoon, and he can do it at some point in the afternoon. So this book from the Critical Thinking Code, Building Thinking Skills, includes reading, trace, write about, math, science, and social studies. I really think that it's something that we can work through. I doubt that we'll get through this throughout the whole year. Like, it's something that will probably carry over into next year. But this is good for grades K through 1. So we'll see how it goes. So I know I showed you guys a lot of things here. I am not going to be forcing any of this stuff if it doesn't work. Like I said, most of it is going to be on a rotation, except for Bible, which we'll do every day, but we'll be handling a little bit differently. But other than that, these are great things, just tools to give you ideas on whether it's morning basket, afternoon basket, or a quiet time basket. Whatever it is, however it works for your family, these are just some ideas to get you thinking and push you in the direction that works for you and your children and just your family schedule overall. And for us, if any of this or even half of it doesn't work, then we're not doing it, because I'm not going to stress myself out. It's enough to be able to mother, to take care of a home, to homeschool. That in itself is a lot. And so, you know, I know that we want to do all the things. I want to do all the things. And so I just want to be, you know, I do want to be diligent and just a good steward of the time that we have. That is something that I am looking to get better at this year, and that's one of my goals for the new homeschool year. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. Be sure to check out the playlist down in the description below, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.